2016 champ Ezekiel Elliott versus 2015 champ Adrian Peterson. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden here in the booth. And, Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Their second-year QB leading them. It's the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2017, Dak Prescott.
For a fourth-round selection, Dak Prescott looked as comfortable as a rookie quarterback could look right from game one. And by the end of the year, accumulated a lot of statistics, but the biggest one, 13 wins, which tied him with Ben Roethlisberger for the most as a rookie starting quarterback.
Prescott on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
The trademark of the Cowboys offense is balance. They start with the running game, the number 2 running team in the NFL in 2016. And while the number 23 passing number may give some cause for alarm, don't look at it that way. They run the ball so well and so effectively that when they do decide to throw the football, it often results in big plays downfield.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Let's talk a little bit about safety Kenny Vaccaro. You can use him like the ultimate chess piece. Drop him in the box as a safety, turn him into a linebacker. Drop him back into coverage, and he can play zone and also match up man-to-man against slot receivers, running backs, and tight ends.
Saints love that flexibility. He's been with them since coming into the league as a first-round pick in 2013. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Shedding the tackle. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Last year, New Orleans dead last, number 32 in passing defense. Something that was exploited game after game. You know, though, those guys are tired of hearing about it. Now they just want to fix it.
And you fix it with players playing better. We know that. But also you fix it with scheme. You look at what you have and say, can we play the style that we played in 2016? And you and I both know the New Orleans defensive staff. They like to be aggressive. They like to get after the quarterback, put their guys in a lot of man coverage. Maybe we'll play a little more zone in 2017, take some of the pressure off of the back end of the defense.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Prescott yet again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
His numbers are big time, but what really impresses me about Drew Brees, his consistency. 37 touchdown passes in 2016, his 9th consecutive season with 30 or more touchdown passes. That's an NFL record, and he moved past Dan Marino last year into 3rd place on the NFL's all-time passing yardage list.
Brees now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Now we show you the starting lineup for the New Orleans Saints on offense. And at the running back position, I guess a good problem to have. They might have too many running backs right now.
Well, you know what they say. You can never have too many running backs because of injuries and attrition. But in this case, if you're New Orleans, you're loving your lineup. Mark Ingram's back. He's been in the Pro Bowl before. Adrian Peterson signed with your team. Adrian Peterson, and he might be the number 2 back. But how about the drafting of Alvin Kamara? A big-time pickup from Tennessee in the 3rd round. Many see him as a space player, but he showed he can be a pure running back against the Los Angeles Chargers with a 50-yard run for a touchdown.
Brees to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Awfully nice to see Adrian Peterson back and running well. Look, it was just 2015 when he won his last rushing title. Got hurt in 2016, and that season became a bit of a wash.
Yeah, it did become. They're hoping to get back to that old form that you're alluding to, though. He does have 3 rushing titles, including that one you mentioned in 2015. On second down, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
I know this may come a little bit out of left field, but have you ever shaken Adrian Peterson's hand?
Well, you told me it just engulfs yours.
I mean, it engulfs you, and it crushes you. All right, you get done shaking his hand, and you may not have a hand, which always surprises me later that he has as many fumbles as he has in a game. I wouldn't figure that anyone could get the ball out of his hands.
And before this series gets rolling, you know, a story, very feel-good story. Cowboys' third preseason game. Nice to see Jalen Smith out there, wasn't it?
I almost get emotional talking about this because when Jalen Smith was in college at Notre Dame before that draft season, I had him ranked as a top player in college football. And when I saw him get hurt in the bowl game and then to hear the extent of the injury where people said he may never play football again, for him to battle his way back and be out there in an NFL game and then to see him perform and see him like Jalen Smith of old, that's pretty darn impressive. My hat's off to that young man. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Dez. A swing pass caught. They give him a gain of 38.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out.